With all these new announcements and releases we've been getting for Dragon Ball, it really got me thinking back on some outrageously iconic moments that need to be discussed more often. Like, remember when Goku and Piccolo got their driver's license? Yeah, you heard me, but if I give you some context, then can you really blame Chi-Chi for forcing these bums to get their license? Like, imagine not having a driver's license. Sorry for that outburst, but yeah, just imagine you're walking back from the groceries, but you also have to outrun some chimera ants and traverse a literal desert and then some more, just to go to your house, which is probably located in Brazil, and you just find your husband and kids bumming around throwing their clothes all over the house, which you are going to wash after their 5 supersets of dilly-dallying, and then your husband's freeloading friend asks for the 7th consecutive day in a row, what we eating tonight? Yeah, it's no wonder Chi-Chi crashed out and sent those two to driving school. But even then, you've got to take a step back and realize how much aura Chi-Chi has to force two people who have the ability to destroy the planet in seconds to learn how to drive. Like, she even pressured Piccolo into learning how to drive, and he's not even a part of the family. Speaking of Piccolo, do you remember when he pulled up to the driving school wearing the apple bottom jeans, postboy shirt, and gabagoo cap? I can't lie, he had that shit on, but there was zero purpose to him disguising himself, because there were literal chimera ants waiting in line for their turn to drive. But yeah, watching Piccolo drive like an old lady whilst getting intimidated by his crash out instructor go from 1 to 100 in 2 seconds is nuts when you think about it, because this guy can probably fly around the planet in seconds, so why is Postboy getting so pressed for? And then you have Goku, who's getting trained by some unk who needs to get sent back to the retirement home as soon as possible, and Goku's just copying how me and SpongeBob drive word for word, ball for ball. To be fair though, I was on the edge of my seat when Goku and Piccolo were doing their driving test, because the micromanaging from the instructors was nuts. Like, bro was trying to get these guys failed like his life depended on it. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't blame him, but the baiting this guy was doing is just pure sabotage. That episode gave me PTSD, especially when Goku and Piccolo both failed. This episode really had me feeling like Vegeta when Trunks and Goku flexed their Super Saiyan forms on him. I wanna drive a Ford Fiesta too! I wanna! Oh yeah, and you know those moments where you watch an anime episode and you're like, yeah, this shit's definitely filler. Well, this episode has that moment. So what happens is that a bus filled with civilians falls down a hill, so Goku and Piccolo have to stop cruising for a second to put the bus back on the surface. But look at how hard they're struggling to do this small feat. This is not a two-man collaboration, bro. It was kind of nuts, to be honest. Oh, did you think I was gonna cover more moments? Yeah, well, if I did that, then you'd be getting this video in like a month, because I work so much, way too much. And I also need to get back to destroying Senshi on Sparking Zero. But just know that I appreciate you all, so feel free to show some appreciation as well by liking, subscribing and commenting your favorite Sparking Zero main, so I can rate it to see if you're valid or not. And as always, see you all in the next video. I'm in the thick of it, everybody knows. They know me on this nose, I skied in and it froze. La 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 la, ice, I'm just cold. Boy, something milly or so I've been told.